They took my property, they took my liberty, and the government wrote a law that insulates that taking.
They legislated for big tech the right to kill any content without indemnity.
It was supposed to mean illegal, unlawful stuff.
Section 1 is essentially saying that a company such as Facebook is not the publisher and therefore is not responsible for the content that appears on Facebook. But then with Section 2, they're contradicting themselves by giving them the rights of a publisher to remove content.
Correct.
I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an American. I've sat here for 5 minutes listening to you explain this, and I can see the problem.
So what about my case has anything to do with improper content when the content is literally irrelevant?
Right.
See the problem?
Yes. And of course, the obvious answer is it has nothing to do with content. It has everything to do with the profits of big tech.
I'm actually just about to head to the Supreme Court with what's called a circuit court conflict. And the only court that can actually resolve a circuit court conflict is the United States Supreme Court. We've got them caught. We're now turning to common law and saying to the judges, you lack jurisdiction over me. You're violating my constitutional rights here because I'm being denied on my Fifth Amendment. I'm entitled to a hearing to redress my grievances. And all I've gotten so far is thrown out of court 7 times.
We're fighting the same war. And I should hope that it's obvious to people who are listening to this that if this Bill C-11 goes through, and YouTube and other content providers under the same umbrella become agents of the Canadian government, well, now the Canadian government can control the content.
When does this stop? I mean, first it's speech, then it's your life, because they do not respect that the speech that they don't want to hear is the speech that you protect most.
Freedom of speech is the foundation of all of our freedoms, whether you're Canadian or American, doesn't matter. Once they take away your freedom of speech, your other freedoms won't be far behind. And Correct. So we absolutely, this must be the hill we die on.